welcome back. My name is Kevin. It's day 4, and today we're going to simplify things a little bit because I know we did a little dreamy stuff in day 3 that may have got you in a little bit too much of a dream state. But we're going to check out a super easy pattern that only uses the thumb and the index finger. So get tuned up. We're going to do a lot of playing together. Let's get started. All right, let's dive right into this one. So first things first, get that pinky on the base of the uke, hand in a nice comfortable position. If you need to prop up your right or left leg, depending on which, if you're a lefty or a righty, but I'm propping up my right leg here to get the uke up a little closer to me. So the pattern is starting on the G string, thumb, and then I'm doing E string with my index finger, and then thumb on the C string, and then index finger on the A string. So basically, you're going G, E, C, A. G, E, C, A. And I'm only using my thumb and my index to do this. So let's just try this with open strings, really, really slow. Just kind of watch your hand, focus on nice even sound, and just going really, really methodically. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, E, C, A. G, E, C, A. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. All right, now we're going to take the tempo up just a little bit here. And once again, we're not playing any chords. We're all focused on picking here. So here we go. I'll count us in, and we'll just kind of play through this. Try to stay relaxed, keep your mind clear, but focus on your picking hand. Just keep your eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 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 1 and 2 1 and 2 and. Little bonus tip here, you'll finger pick better if you're smiling. All right, let's do one single chord here now. So we're gonna just play a C chord, everybody's favorite go-to chord. We'll do it slow, and then we'll do it with a little bit more tempo. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and. All right, now with a little bit more tempo. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. So I want to note here that it is totally okay when you're doing a single chord or maybe a couple chords that you're very comfortable with of watching your finger picking hand. But as you go, you definitely want to move on to watching your fretting hand because you don't want to be kind of guessing over here with your fretting hand as you finger pick. You'll have that inclination to do that. I know, I've seen my students do it. I'm doing it myself right now because the pattern's fairly new to me. And that's totally okay to watch your hand until you really feel like you're comfortable with this. And I will say the comfort will come the more you do it. So if you just pick up this pattern, do it once and say, oh yeah, I think I got this. Yeah, you might not be comfortable with it. But if you pick it up every day, or maybe it's just a few times a day, people have said to me, hey, how often should I practice these things so that I can knock them out? Well, I would say it's kind of just more of a, how many times a day can you pick up your uke for 5 minutes and play it? If you pick up this pattern fairly quickly, play it maybe for 5 minutes, put your uke down, pick it back up later, play it again. If you do that a bunch of times in a row for several days, after a week, I promise you, it's going to be like second nature to you. And then you'll just be kind of going through chord progressions that you already know. So that's just a little side note here for you before we move into the second sequence of chords. So we're going to go through a nice simple chord progression. Again, I choose these simple chord progressions because I want the focus to be on picking, not so much your left hand movement. If you have chords that you're already comfortable with and want to apply this pattern to them, it's all you. But here we go with a nice simple pattern. We're going to go from C, 3rd fret, C major 7, 2nd fret, C7, 1st fret, and then open. So we're just traveling down the A string, 3, 2, 1, 0. We're just going to do this first progression one time. So we'll do 2 times through the picking pattern for each chord, but the progression will just happen once. Here we go, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and switch and 2, switch and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and... All right, here we go with a little bit more tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 1. Now we're going to take a look at a progression you guys have probably tinkered around with a few times on the uke. So we're going to go from C, A minor, to F, to G7. So we're just going to travel around through that chord sequence, and we're going to do the pattern twice on each chord, slow, and then with a little bit more tempo. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2. All right, here we go with a little bit more pace. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and switch and 2, 2 and switch and 2 and switch and 2 and 1 and 2 and again and switch. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and... Let's go one more time. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Now the cool thing about that little chord sequence that we did there is there's a ton of songs in the ukulele world, or ukulele if you are in Hawaii, that use that same chord progression. So anything that you find in your songbooks that's C, A minor, F, G7, you could apply this to, or really any chords that you're comfortable with. People ask me, what songs can I apply this to? Well, you can apply it to any songs in 4/4, 2/4 time signatures. That will work. So anything in the kind of pop genre will probably work for these. Folk, Americana, maybe country. You can apply it to a lot of different things. For you, it's another tool for you to experiment with. So this is just another pattern for your playing palette that's just going to help you further yourself as you go. All right, guys, I hope you had fun with this pattern. It's day 4. Sadly, Day 5 is the final day of the fingerpicking series, but don't worry, we've got a lot of cool stuff in store for you going forward. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel, click that little alert button so that you know when the next video is coming out. And also, I love the engagement, so keep commenting below. I love hearing from you guys. Share your experience about these fingerpicking patterns. Which ones are you finding to be easy and comfortable? Which ones are you trying to wrap your head around a little bit still? I want to know, because it really helps me to plan as we get into these future series, to know what you guys really need and what I can give you guys to help you advance your playing. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to go to allforuke.com. I've got a free PDF for every one of these lessons. You can print it out, use it with the series. I promise it'll help you. I'll have some exercises that are going to help you advance even faster. So thank you so much. I'll see you guys back for Day 5.